Good morning, magandang umaga, and welcome to yet another episode of My PI Dream. Today is Thursday, and it is build day 186. It's build day 186 on the construction schedule out at FELIZ. I hope today's going to be a repeat of yesterday. The earth moving should go on today, tiling should go on, roofing should be worked on. Let's see what else. Fencing, tiling in the basement. Did I say that? I don't know. Anyway, I hope it's going to be another repeat. It's a beautiful morning. Again, you can never tell around here. And I hope we can have 2 consecutive days. I hope I'm not jinxing myself, but I hope we can have 2 consecutive days of this wonderful weather that we've had that's been really good for getting us moving forward with construction. We're only a few days away from getting tiles on. When I say a few days, that's like 5 days. We're only a few days away from putting roofing tiles on the top of the house. And that's going to be a momentous occasion once we get to that. So anyway, let's go ahead and get today started. So without further delay, let's get today's video underway. Morning, Roy. Morning, Michelle. It looks different here. Did you do like a cleanup, like a fall cleanup or something? You have do you have more space here? It's just who did the cleanup? Both of you? Or you did? Oh yeah. I figured that. Digging today. Big digging day. As long as the clouds don't come in, please. Good morning. How are you today? Hey, good morning, Ruben. Is your Asawa here?
Yes.
Hey, Asawa of Ruben. How are you this morning?
Fine.
What are you making tonight? Anything good?
Pork sinigang.
Oh, I like that. Okay. Count me in.
Yes.
And even if I'm late, don't forget me. Just leave it with Roy and Michelle, and I'll get it. Don't worry about me. You know I'm good.
Yes.
All right. Have a great day. Good morning. Up here. Up here. Good morning. How are you, Yolanda? Are you good today? Good morning. Magandang umaga. See you later, guys. I think I have the answer to my question. Where did these goats come from? Good morning. That's where they come from. right, well, I just saw the roofing team. They're getting dressed. It's a little after 8, so that's okay. As long as we get started around 8:15, that's a good thing. We have the heavy equipment operator out here. He's greased. Remember that noise? The noisy, squeaky sound yesterday? Well, it wasn't squeaky in the morning, but I saw him doing lubricating, so he's doing his maintenance this morning. So we should be good to go with the removal of the earth. And we have the guys working on the fence line over here. And let's see, what else do we have going there this morning? Things on the top up here. Here's my tiler over here. He'll be down in the basement. Yep, they'll be starting continuing on with that bedroom wood plank ceramic tile. They're gonna be working on that. I think they're head down there right now. Yeah, I think everybody is about to start or has already started the day engagement. Especially our wall people back here. The wall people, they're working when I get here. They're working up to the last minute each day. These guys are heavy duty workers here. So we're starting to work on, I think they're setting up for the plaster work for these that have already got the concrete hollow block inside here. So everybody seems to be engaged. Blue skies there, some clouds there, but I'm hoping that it's a repeat, like I said, of yesterday. So I'm going to get the Bahay Kubo set up, feed Hapon and Marianne, and then as a matter of fact, I got to go get some more. Am I 5 days already since I picked up? I'm going to have to go back and look and see. I don't want to overfeed these guys. Hapon is growing fast enough as it is. I think there's like energy stuff inside, growth hormones inside that dog food I get from Roy. So let me go ahead and get everything set up here, and then we'll get back to more attention of the builder. What I might do, I might charge up this battery and do some time lapse of some of the dig right here. I love time lapse video. What are you waiting on? I know what you're waiting on. The digger's doing great. I had to take a break because we were down to about 10% on the battery life on the GoPro. I'm going to try to either order or go pick up another battery here soon. So my builder's in. So I got to talking with my builder. Also the folks from the window team came here. They stopped by and they pulled one of the forms that they're going to be using for a measurement to do one of the windows that we have inside here. So they came. Still on the roof. That is not our roofer right there. That is the guy, part of the team that does the two-man team that does all the tin works. But what they're doing right now, they're preparing for the hidden gutter. So they're doing something up there for the hidden gutter. If I get a chance to go up there, we'll try to detail the exact thing that he's doing up there. So something I want to show you. I spoke with the digger this morning. And because he had a question, how deep do I need to go? And I already talked with my builder about this, and the foreman was talking with him, but I just want to make sure even if it was addressed earlier, it never hurts to bring it up again so everybody's on the same sheet of music. I can't tell you how many times we had a discussion on how something was going to be built, and then I leave the site and I come back and it's totally different. Somehow the story gets changed. So I spoke with the digger, and I actually drew it out for him. Let me show you what I drew out. So for the digger, I said, here, this is going to be the garage basement right here. And then we're going to have a level of, these are going to be the grass blocks. And I wasn't sure how thick they were, so I called my builder up, and he said they're 5 centimeters thick. And then I said we have to have paper sand, which is about 3 centimeters of paper sand. Then we're going to have 20 centimeters of crushed rock aggregate, the 2/3 rock, that gravel that we're going to be using. So when you add them all up, they come up to about 28. So I said, let's go ahead and go approximately 30 centimeters down, digging below the entranceway. And the reason I said that, just a couple centimeters lower, because I want the driveway outside to be slightly lower than the entranceway going inside the driveway. That way, if there's any water settling out there, it'll settle there. You don't want it higher, because if water does end up settling, and it shouldn't because of all the drainage that we're going to have here. So I just want it just slightly lower, and then we'll do a little up ramp going into the garage. The whole area outside the garage is going to be totally flat anyway. It's going to be like a parking lot, but it's going to be a parking lot of grass with those grass blocks. It's going to be strong, sturdy, and look beautiful to have the natural grass growing out there. Well, anyway, it is lunchtime right now. I did a little bit of drone shots of I wanted to give you some details of how they're doing the secret gutter on this roof line. And while I did, I mean, it's a great thing that I had the drone shot, because it's really difficult to climb up on. Everything seems to be blocked. Either you're climbing up on scaffolding, or you're climbing up on these rickety. Look at this ladder right here. Now that's scary. That is a scary ladder. I climbed up that ladder. I am never going to climb up that ladder again. That is a scary ladder. So I ended up coming down the scaffolding on the other side. I will continue to go up the scaffolding as well. So what I did was, from the drone shot, and I'm going to show you the drone shot. Let me kind of narrate while the drone shot is going over. I decided to go ahead and do the drone, bring it up over to the top of the house, and take a look at these brackets that they're making inside. I just want to make sure that I have a good understanding of the way that they're fitting in based upon what my builder talked with me about. And the original concept was the hidden gutter, or the secret gutter, is stainless steel, and it fits on to the upper purlin, and then it goes straight down into the concrete gutter system that we built into it's like its own beam, and then it goes to the bottom of the beam, and it comes up on the other side in the lower purlin. So if there's any water leakage, it goes onto the outside. So I started looking, and I saw these brackets in here, and the brackets that they've got, they're sitting on top of the gutter beam that we created, that we spent so much time building. And I said, this didn't look right to me. So I did the close-up on it, and I did so that I could examine it more clearly, because I was examining it from the drone monitor that you use for the control. And I said, well, maybe I'm missing something. So I put it on the computer, and I took a look at it, and then I saw none of these brackets are even close. They're sitting way above the gutter system that we spent so much time building. So I went over and I talked with my builder about this, and when I went over and talked with my builder about it, what he explained to me, and I think it was a design flaw. Normally, with the correct pitch, and I think the pitch of our house is just a little bit bigger than a lot of other pitches. So I think where the miscalculation came in is that the pitch of our house is a little bit higher than the standard pitch of a lot of the roof lines around here, and the material, the stainless steel material that is used to bend and put inside there, is 4 feet by 8 feet, so 48 inches. So now that the pitch is a little bit higher, for it to get from the high end down into the gutter and then come back up to the lower purlin, it was like 50, 51, 52 inches or something like that. It was just a little bit longer than 48 inches. So his remedy for that was to just eliminate using the concrete gutter system that we had inside here, and make what you see inside the design here. Luckily I caught it very early. Luckily I ran the drone shot up there, and we discussed there's really two options, and that was one of the options, and the other option is to do a splice, and I will show you here. Let me get the book out right here, and we'll take a look at that. We sat down and we discussed splicing. So here, this is his drawing right here. So what the second option is, since we're missing about this amount of space right here, you see this is the roof line, this is the purlin here, there'll be another purlin right here, and then a piece of aluminum will go, or stainless steel will go to this point, and there'll be a splice, and the splice will look just like this. Will be a overlap connection splice, and then it will go down into the gutter and up and over. The other way, so that they could use one sheet of 4 foot wide, would have brought it up above the gutter itself. Then his suggestion was the way he was doing it, the way they were doing it up there, they use this gutter system, this concrete gutter system, as a backup. So basically, where the downspout PVC is in here, that goes through the wall and goes out to the side of the house into the sewer system or into the cistern, he was going to drill some holes inside here. So in the event this portion ever, and let me show you, go back to the one that he had drawn. Let's see if we can look at it over here. Oh, this is his design right here, the first design, where it comes down, sits right on the top of our system, and then goes over. So this is all a void, and he was going to waterproof this area inside here, but drill holes in the downspout from the stainless steel gutter for it's the PVC that connects to the stainless steel. And I spoke with him. I said, you know what? First of all, I don't think that's a good design. And one of the, because they're using the concrete gutter as a backup, and if it does get filled up with water as a backup, then this is the inside of the house right over here. And a lot of this gutter system, because it hasn't been built up yet, some of this concrete here is a little bit lower than the side right here. So if this were to get filled up, water would come back into the house. So I said, let's go back to the original design. And the original design was, we're going to go all the way down inside the beam, the gutter beam that we designed to the house. And what we'll do is we'll do a splice right here. And his concern was, well, there's a sealant that goes inside the splice right here, and then the sealant could possibly leak. And he was saying something about it's good for 3 years or something like that. We use sealant on all of our gutter systems in the U.S., and most of them last a lifetime. I've had gutter systems since I was a child, and the houses that I've never had one leak for the years and years that I've lived in these houses. Now there is occasions that you can have some that leak, but the sealant that they use inside there for the splices, and these are splices that you have in the corner where you have downspouts where you have a 90-degree angle, or we have splices between sections inside your gutter. It's very good, and they hardly ever leak, and the sealant. So I said, the thing, I'm not really worried about it, even if that were to deteriorate, because that is so high, that's on the high end, and if you do the splice, since we're only a few inches off from this purlin to that 48 inches of the 4-foot mark right there, I said, we'll just do it as close on this high end, so this is higher than this, so if it ever did, water ever did make it up to the lowest point, which is this side, it would go on the outside the house and it wouldn't roll back onto the inside. And then there's also another splice that you have to put on. When you, all these are not one single run. They only do these in, their stainless steel here is in 8-foot sections. Remember I said 4 foot by 8 foot. Unlike the way we do it in the U.S., when we don't use stainless steel most of the time, we use aluminum. But it comes in a long roll. It's in a roll, and then they have a machine that molds it. As it comes out, it bends it, and it sets it up for one full length. There is no splices inside there. But they will be doing, since it's every 8 feet, they will be doing a splice similar to this splice, but turned around. They will be doing this one. So if the logic is that this is going to leak at some time, it would mean that this would leak also. And that would mean all the gutters in the Philippines are leaking, and I don't think that's the case. So I called him on that one, and we talked about it, and he said, yeah, we'll go back to the design that you were talking about, the original design, and we'll do the splice here. So all he had to do was, and he agreed that this was the right way to do it, and I think the other way was the quicker way to do it, and maybe a little less expensive because you don't have to use another section of stainless steel. But we're going to do this right. And I want to make sure that we have no leaks, and I want to make sure that the integrity of our gutter system is 100%. So we're going with the system right here. But good thing I ran the drone up there and caught it at the very beginning. They had only bent and semi-installed 3 of the mounting brackets for the way that they were going to do it. So good thing. Remember, I talk about oversight. I talk about being on the build site at all times, either yourself or a proxy for you. So there's another good reason to do something like that. We always seem to get deliveries at lunchtime, or visitors from one of our vendors. Let's somebody just drove up. Let's go see what this is. Oh, this is a Wilcon truck, so this has got to be good. I bet you this is our tiles that we're missing. I have to stop doing the time-lapse video of the excavation going on here because I walk over here, multiple things need attention. Multiple boxes of our really good tile that goes to the great room and the living room and the kids, the big area, the really big tiles, and the 60 by 120s, and these got destroyed, and these what they'll do is they'll do a reorder of all the ones that are broken and do a delivery of the broken tile. Then, before that happened, where I was at is on the other side of the house. I wanted to actually capture some of the electrical installation that's going on here. All of our utilities come in one point of the house. And of course, remember, we have the control panel, that one cabinet area that everything goes inside for utilities, and the fiber and the cable TV, all utilities go into one place, so it's easy access if we have to do any maintenance. And then I came over here, and what we have here is the what's coming into the house. They're installing Cat 6 and telephone cable. And neither one of these are needed. What we have to have is only one of these cables with the GI wire in it for fiber. Because remember, our telephone and our internet connection all come in on fiber, and we don't need. There's no such thing as Cat 6 from the street. You either have a cable modem or you have a telephone if you have DSL, but we're not having DSL out here. So what we need is both of these pulled out. And they're going to pull that out, and they're going to put a GI wire. So when PLDD comes, what we'll do is we'll pull the fiber through on this same one. We'll dedicate that one PVC pipe to only the fiber. So we have to remove what they had. Had I not caught this, we would have had unneeded telephone cable, unneeded Cat 6 cable, and no PLTV fiber cable route going inside. So we're going to correct that. We're going to pull that. They're going to put GI, and then we'll be able to put the fiber as soon as PLDT runs it over to us. We'll just pull it through, get inside the house, and then we'll route it from inside the house. Oversight. There's a bunch of chips. They're on the bottom side, but they're all chipped inside there. And so what my builder said, to make sure that they bring all the broken ones back with them so that we get credit and we get replacement. So we're going to do the inspection right now. Yeah, all chips. See this chip right here? All chips so it goes back. Well, the one good thing that's happening today is we're moving earth, but the mover, the truck, the loader that was supposed to come and take all of this away got stuck in traffic, and it was supposed to be here at right after lunch. Well, it is after 3. It's like a quarter after 3, and it's still not here. So which means they'll probably leave it here, and they will do all the stuff they were supposed to do today. They will probably do that tomorrow. But that's okay. As long as we have a plan, as long as the action's going to happen, it doesn't matter if it's the next day. The other things, like the broken tiles, we can get new tiles, replacement for those. Not a big deal. Good thing we caught the installation of the utilities. Now it's not going to be a big deal. So it's a good day to be here all day long, but Not a good day for some of the things I expected to get done today. After today, also, we are at a standstill on the, up underneath that wood is the granite, where we had cut out the hole and did the fine sanding and everything like that for the sink. But we didn't do the cutout yet for the grill itself. And the reason that's on hold today is because the grinder broke, and my builder's going to bring another grinder tomorrow. So hopefully that will be tomorrow. Hopefully, the loader. I just got off the phone with my builder because I couldn't understand the digger. So they were talking back and forth, and then my builder told me the reason the mover isn't here, the loader, to load all the soil and get all the garbage and everything away, is because they couldn't find this place. I don't know. They said they didn't know, they had no idea where the subdivision was at, and they've been driving all over the place. So I think they have the correct instructions on where it is now. So probably what's going to happen is the loader will probably come here. I'm thinking it's going to come here, probably park, and then maybe tomorrow it's loading up all this stuff. Again, who knows from day to day. That's the plan. We'll see if that actually works. So that's the latest update. So anyway, I wanted to show you, I cleaned the whole section of the basement. I wiped it down. I took the cement mortar mix off the top of the new tiles that we had inside, and it looked so beautiful. It was clean. And then they came and they put all those tiles, they put it in that area and got it all dirty again. So that was, all this was nice and clean and mopped, and so I'll try to find another area that I can clean up so you can see what the tiles will look like once it is kind of clean. But you can see I cleaned up to that spot right there. All this was nice and clean. Let's take a look and see what the bedroom tiles are looking like. Oh, it's starting to look like a room. Nice. He found his way here. I guess he doesn't have GPS navigation on board. You want to play? You want to play? Huh? Want to play? So anyway, it's the end of the day, and I spent a lot of time. I did a lot of hands-on today. I did a lot of coordination. I did a lot of oversight today. So I didn't get a lot of time to spend with you on details and things like that. I was very occupied today. But let me just go through a couple of things, and I just got done. I just got done with my builder here. So let me go over what I just went over with him, and it has to do with this area out here. I'm always concerned about drainage. People take it for granted, but you have to be really careful with your flooding strategy, what you would do to prevent flooding. So I sat down and I just drew something up with him, because since let me show you what I just, my book is so, you should have a book like this if you're going to do oversight, so that you can sit and explain a lot of stuff with your builder to help understand. A picture is worth 1,000 words, so they say. Or is it a picture is worth 1,000,000 words? I'm not really sure. Oh, here's the one I worked with now. And this one has to do, well, here's the garage. We have a trench on the inside the garage. We're going to have a trench on the outside the garage. This is going to be part of the main system. We're having multiple trenches in the driveway, and that's going to move water away when we have the very, very heavy rains. And this is just going to be a trench, and it's going to have regular PVC with no perforations. Then around the base of the house, which is you don't see the perforation, but there's going to be a pipe that goes around the entire perimeter, all the way around, everywhere around here. And that's going to be similar to the French drain system with all the perforated holes and the netting to keep it from getting clogged up and everything like that. But for the driveway, what we're going to do, underneath the crushed gravel, the very lower layer that we were talking about, the 20 centimeters of crushed gravel, and then sand, and then we have the grass blocks that are inside there. We're going to put perforated pipe inside there also, so all the water that goes down, if it starts sitting up, it will act like a French drain, and it will connect to our French drain system that we have going around the house. So this is our retaining wall right here. What I want to do is extend all these perforated pipes to the backside. This is going to be where there's going to be plants. This is all going to be filled in right here. But you need some way for water here, if it gets too much water in here, and we don't want it to flood and go over the top of the retaining wall and go down the side. Plus, we don't want it to have water sitting up on this retaining wall. We're going to do waterproofing on the back side of the retaining wall right here. So we'll have waterproofing, we'll have pipe for drainage that will connect to this drain that goes to the storm sewer over there. We also have a retaining wall on this side, and there will be a retaining wall over here as well. And I don't have it drawn out here, but we'll integrate that as well. Everywhere we have retaining walls, on the fill side of it, we will have some type of perforated pipe that will be able to move water in the event that it sits up and becomes saturated. So that's what I just got done working with my builder on that. I'm going to close for today, but before I do close, let's walk down in the basement real quick and take a look at the tiles. They were doing the floor tiles inside the little bedroom that we have down inside here. Let's take a look and see. I think they got all of it. If not, but maybe one. Maybe they did complete it. It's where it matches. Oh, they got all of it. Even the very last one right here. So I'm not going to go inside there because we're marked off here, which basically says don't go inside here. But if I can reach around, and tomorrow what I'll do is when it's light out, we'll get a better picture of what's going inside there. We received a bunch of tile material for the first floor, bedrooms, and for the main room, the great room, the kitchen, and the dining room. We had some damage, but the damage will be replaced, so that's not a big deal. We had good progress on the roof today. We had good progress on the fence line today. We had good progress digging, trenching, and we got even though he came late, he'll be here tomorrow, and it's the loader. The loader is moving a bunch of the soil away from the property, and then they'll collect it all and they will move it off the off-site. But you can see we have the makings of a driveway and a parking area and an entranceway into a garage. Let's see what else got done. You saw people doing skim coat all day today. You saw a little bit of work on the grill, which was very little, and it was mainly drilling the hole for the faucet. That's the fixture that's going to provide water for the sink on that. The grinder was broken, or there was some kind of problem with the grinder today, and it's supposed to be fixed tomorrow, so we can do the cutout for the grill section. And the grill, then we'll start working on the placement. We have more advancement on getting our grill installed. So that's about it for today. I can't think of anything else. I'm sure that I'm missing something. Oh, the guys were working on the CR in the master CR on the second floor, and they were putting in some of the roofing inside there. The tin works for the roof inside there, so that was also accomplished. And I think I did say that we had a lot of fencing. Oh, one more thing, we had our electrician here today, and we and that's all the pipes. They're doing all the pipes that go from the main entry point from the road to the main entry point inside the house and get us into the house. And you remember we made a correction on that, and it wasn't a big deal. Even the thing is, even if they would have run it like that, we would have just pulled the telephone line and the Cat 6 cable. We would have pulled those, and we would have run fiber in place. We could probably use it like a GI wire to pull the cable through or the fiber that we need to go through. So it was a good day. It wasn't as good as yesterday in my mind, but we had a lot of stuff that was done today. And the big thing is we're moving forward on moving soil out of here, and that's important to me. Roof work. So we're very close to putting roofing tiles on. Remember, we took care of that issue today with the secret gutter, and I'm so glad we got that worked out. And could you imagine all these things? Because you see, every single day I get involved with something on the site, making a decision, finding out that something isn't exactly like I thought it was, or the design. When we see the actual making of a wall or a space or whatever, it doesn't meet the expectations that I originally thought, or my wife originally thought. And sometimes even my builder, he said that I don't think that's a good idea. So you see how important, again, it is for oversight and for being here for every single day during construction, because every single day it seems like I have to make a decision. So anyway, let me close for now. I've rambled on enough for today. If you enjoyed today's video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you found it informative, please share. And if you found it the least bit entertaining and you have not subscribed, just click on that little My PI Dream heart in the bottom right hand side of your screen, and you'll be subscribed, and you'll get notified each time I upload a new video. So until tomorrow, which is going to be, what is tomorrow going to be? I don't even know what today is. The days seem to run together. Oh, I don't need Siri. I need the date. Oh, what's the date? So tomorrow is going to be Friday, and it's going to be build day. Oh, this is getting complicated. I think it's going to be build day 187. Yes, build day 187 on the construction schedule here at Villa FELIZ. So until tomorrow, you have a wonderful and blessed day.